Hi there and welcome to this video, and in this video I want to share practical strategies that you can use to read more books if you're someone who is struggling with reading. So let's jump into the video. Now, when I started developing the habit of reading, I struggled for a while because I wanted to do what everybody was reading. You know, I heard people who said they were reading one book every week, and I got challenged, I got motivated, and I wanted to read a book a week. But to be honest, I couldn't keep up with that because I was just developing this habit newly, and I've not found what worked for me. But here are some of the things I learned that you too can try. So number one, the first thing you want to do is you want to start with books that you are interested in, books that have topics that you are interested in. If you're someone who is interested in sport, you want to get books that have to do with sport. If you're someone who's interested in finance or in cooking or in content or in business, whatever it is that you are interested in, you want to make sure that you start with books in that area. When you start with books in the area that you're interested in, it helps you stay and helps you encourage you to read till the end, because now that you are interested in that topic, your interest will spark your curiosity to learn in that area. Because imagine someone who does not have any interest in politics and government, and that person wants to start reading, then is reading a book on politics and government. The person will get bored and the person will drop the book because they are uninterested in that topic. But if you are interested in that particular topic, it will spark your curiosity and it will keep you till the end because you are interested in it, because you are enjoying it. So at that point, reading no longer looks like a job or like a chore. It now feels like something that you do that you're enjoying. So first thing I'm going to say, only pick books at the beginning that you are interested in. Only pick books that have topics that you are interested in. That's the first tip. Second, you want to choose books that are easy to read. So we have different books that the writers write this book as if it's a textbook, right? And it's very difficult for you to comprehend the thoughts that they're trying to communicate. And those books are very difficult. I don't know if you've come across very large, big physics textbooks, right? Or large, big finance textbooks, and you hear concepts, very difficult concepts, and even hear the tone and the language you're using to communicate those thoughts. They are very difficult. If you start reading that book, you will get tired, you will get bored, you will get frustrated, and inevitably you will drop those books. So you don't want to do that to yourself. Because you are starting out this habit, what you want to do is you want to get books that are easy to read, books that are written like stories. So for example, if you have read The Instant Millionaire, right? This is a finance book where the author was teaching people principles that can help them increase their finances, but he did it in a story manner, right? He did it from a third-party standpoint. He was narrating the story of a young man who went to meet a mentor, and the mentor taught him how to make money. If you read that book, it was very easy to go because it was said like a story form. So when you are reading it, you are imagining what was happening, and it's interesting and it's easy to read. Another book again that does something like that is Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. That's the memoir of Nike, right? The way he wrote that book, it was in a very story form, and it was very interesting to read. It was very nice. I finished that book in 2-3 days, and it was a very big book, but I didn't feel it. Why? Because it was so interesting. It caught my attention. It was captivating. The more I read the book, the more I wanted to know what was going to happen next. So it was like I was reading a movie in my head. I don't know how to put that, but it just felt like it was a movie I was watching in my head, because the more I read it, I was imagining how it was happening, and it was so beautiful to read. So I want to say that next thing is make sure that you pick a book that is easy to read. Make sure the author broke it down in simple English, because if you take a book that is difficult to read, you will struggle to comprehend and you will struggle to follow, and at the end of the day you will drop the book. Next thing you want to do is that you want to pick a small book. Don't get a big book, because now you're trying to be consistent. You're developing a routine, you're developing a habit. You're not trying to prove a point to anybody. What you want to do is that you want to pick a small book, right? Don't start with books that are voluminous. No, pick a small book. Then what you want to do again is you want to break your reading habit. Don't start reading and read for 1 hour straight. You will get bored because you have not mastered the art of sitting and reading for long. So what you want to do, I always advise people to say, read for 15 minutes a day. Nobody said you must read for 30 minutes a day. No, read for 15 minutes a day. You can do that either in the morning when you wake up, or you can do that before you go to bed. Just pick a chapter and read for 15 minutes. And wherever you stop, put a bookmark there and go to bed, right? What we are interested in doing at the beginning of this phase is developing a consistent habit of reading. And this is a bonus tip, right? If you're going out, maybe you're going to have lunch, you're going for a coffee, or you're traveling, you want to pick the book. While you're in the plane, just read for 15 minutes. While you're seated alone in your cafe, read for 15 minutes. While you do all of this, you are developing the muscle, you're engaging the muscle, you're making the muscle elastic, and before you know, your brain will begin to, enjoy reading, will begin to get comfortable with the ideas of reading. Now, the reason why reading is very important is because it gives us depth, it helps us become critical thinkers, it helps us to form our opinions and our decisions concerning different topics. You don't want to be among those people who take opinions from other people and just run with it. You want to be sure that the things you believe about a particular matter are the things that you came to a reasonable conclusion by yourself before you took actions in that direction. So that's the reason why you must go through all this. So I hope this video helped you, and I hope you're able to get practical steps that you can start involving and engaging today to help develop your reading habits. So let me hear in the comment section how this video was helpful, or what other reading habits are you using to develop yourself.